Okay, so this is the last card that we're gonna do. And it's a card that opens like this, and there's a little pop-up. And I got this idea from Rachel Tessman, and she's one of the people that I follow in my Facebook groups. So it's a little box card like this. Okay, so in your kit, it looks like this. Let's take out all the components. And you have some die cut hearts that's going to go inside your box. These are going to be the flaps that we're going to use to decorate the box. Some foam tape. Some flaps for the inside. You can use either side. Some glue dots to adhere the hearts. I'm sorry. These are some embellishments. A blank white card, a background piece, this inner craft paper, and then the card base. Okay, so let's start off with this white piece for right now. What we're going to do is we're going to stamp. We're going to stamp a heart here. We're going to do secondary stamping with the stripe, and then we're going to put the sentiment here. Okay? So go ahead and get your Blushing Bride, the pink ink spot, and your stamp. Oops. Using a stamp block, you're going to pick up one of the hearts. You can use either the small hearts or any of the hearts that you want. In this example, I'm just using this one. And there's a rough side and then a flatter side. The rough side has the dots. This is the side that you're going to ink up to stamp. The flat side, the shiny side, is going to go against the block. And then it just kind of clings. That's why they're called cling stamps. And you're going to dab the ink. And you don't need to dab a lot. It's just a slight hint of pink. And then you find the side that you want to do. I'm going to do this side. And then you just stamp it in the corner. Okay. So it looks like a little stamp. I might just do that a little bit darker. I didn't ink it up really well. Just line it up, and then I just restamp it. Okay? Now for secondary stamping, what we're going to do is, again, you're going to put the smooth side, the shiny side, against the block. What you're going to do is you're going to stamp it on the scratch paper and then stamp it on here. Okay? So this one, we're going to use the purple ink, the Highland Heather. I think yours looks, there's the Highland ink. So you're going to use this purple one. Again, you're just going to stamp it like this. You're just going to ink it up. The purple is kind of dark, so I like to use a secondary stamping. So what that looks like is you stamp it once, and then you stamp it twice. So you can see how the second one is a lot lighter than the first one. And we're going to use this technique called secondary stamping, and we're going to stamp it so it looks like a postmark. So I'm just going to ink it up again. Check it, right? I'm going to stamp it once here, and then I'm going to stamp the second one here. Okay? I am going to keep my ink pad open and then put the sentiment. And that sentiment is this one. Again, you're going to use the shiny side against the block. ink it up. Just make sure that you have the words going the correct way before you stamp it down. And then kind of center it here. There you go. You're done. Now let's get the base card. And let's choose a background paper for this. So you can either use this side or you can use the other side. Everybody might have a different sheet of paper, a different design. So you can just play around with what you want to do. So this one, I think I'm going to choose, I'm just going to choose this one. So you just glue it down, twist, 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 twist. Okay, and then just center it down. Make sure you have the card going the correct way. And there should be a 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. Just adhere it down. Now let's work on the inside. You have this craft paper, and this is going to form the box. So if you look at the sample, I have the box opening up this way. So what you're going to do is you're going to get this. It's already scored for you, so you're going to flip it out and then you're going to bend it this way. So just bend it back and forth, press this down, crease it down, and then just make sure that the mechanism works smoothly, and it should. And if I did this correctly, it should fit directly inside. And just remember there's a top border and a bottom border, right? 1/8 of an inch on the top and the bottom. And you want to make sure that when you glue it down, it's right against the crease. And I'll show you how to do that. So first what you're going to do is you're going to go on the back side and then just put glue right here. You don't want to put glue here. You don't want to put glue here because the mechanism is going to open and close. You only want to put the glue on this edge. Okay, so the glue is only on that edge. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put it in the crease, open up, lift up the flap here, put it in the crease, make sure there's a 1/8 border here and a 1/8 border here. You can just eyeball it. Make sure you kind of lift up so it's in the crease. And then you just place it down. Okay, so that means the back part is adhered, right? The back part is glued down. Okay, so the way you do this one is what you're going to do is you're going to put glue here, just here, and then you're just going to close it. Okay, I'm putting the glue here, and then I'm just going to close it, and then just burnish it down with your fingers and it should open. So remember, when it opens, it's not going to open up all the way just because of the crease. There's going to be a little bit of a gap here. See, there's a little bit of a gap, and that's okay. We don't care that it doesn't open all the way. We care that it is able to close all the way, especially because in case we want to mail it. Okay. Good. So now you have these little 2 brown pieces. These are going to be flaps that go over to form the flaps of the box. So we're going to cut this. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut the corners off. Okay? So it's scored and you're just going to cut the corners off. Like that. Okay? You're going to cut the corners off like that. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You're going to do this on both sides. Okay. You're going to do the same thing on the other one. Okay, so you should have 2 of these. And then you're going to put glue on the backs of them, fold them down. Okay, so fold them down first, crease them well. These are going to go over the box like this. You see that? Okay, so I like to glue them down both sides, and then so they adhere very well. So just make sure you put glue on the bottom side, and then you just kind of go like this. Oops. See that? Okay. Do the same for the other flap. Slip it on here like this. Okay, so now you have your little box. Okay. Now you have these 2 flaps, and these are going to go on either side. Again, you can choose whichever side you want. I like this side. Okay, now let's decorate our box and put the hearts in. Here I've put 3 hearts kind of stacked up on each other as if they're coming out of the box. So what I like to do is I like to assemble like how I want my hearts to look. So I might just do this, this, and this, and then this, and then this. So that looks kind of good. So you have these glue dots in your packet, and I like the glue dots just because it makes it easier and it's pretty strong. So you peel off the backing, and I just leave it on there. And for example, I'm gonna do the text me against against here like this. So I'm going to put the glue dot in the front. Oops. See? I put the glue dot right under the word me, and I'm putting it kind of like in the center here. Keep in mind when you're putting the hearts in the box, it bends here and it bends here, so you kind of want to stick to this invisible column. So the hug me is going to go behind the green heart, so I'm just going to take this off here, so adhere it here. So you just stick the plastic on, and then the plastic should come off. I'm just going to stick it here like this. And then the hug me I'm going to put on top. The pink hug me I'm going to put on top of the purple one. So I'm going to put the glue dot on the back. And I'm putting the glue dot towards the bottoms because that's where I want it to stick. Okay, so that's how this one looks. Gonna do the same. The "You're Cute" is gonna go on the bottom box here. So, oops. I'm placing this, oops. I'm placing this right here. Oops. Just make sure like you press down on the back. The BFF, I'm going to put behind the part, so I'm going to put the glue dot on the front, like so. And then I'm going to put it on this edge. And I'm keeping in mind there's an invisible column here, right? So I'm trying to keep within this invisible column. Everybody's going to have different colored hearts and different shapes, so it doesn't matter. You can do your own thing. Okay? So you just try the mechanism and it works. Okay? So now that we have that, it's working. Everything's glued down. We're ready to place the white, this kind of postcard thing on top. And I like to pop this up, so I'm just going to use the foam dots that are included. Just put one on each corner. Peel off the backing. And then kind of center it on top here. I give you some extra little rhinestone embellishments, and I like to use this kind of tool just to kind of pick it up. I don't have really nails, and you can just kind of add them. You know, I put one there. I might put another one here. You could put one on the heart. Yeah. Adding just a little bit of bling. And that's it. So that's where you have your card. And then if you want to write a sentiment, you can either write it on here, or I would suggest you can write it on the back. Okay? And that's where you can write your note. Yay, I hope you like this card. Thank you.